Oh man, alright. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? Nope. Nope. No. That's definitely not gonna work. Give up. I'm out of good ideas. Crazy stuff. I have been doing Whatnot auctions. Those have been an absolute blast. Scored this bad boy off a Whatnot auction. We're gonna talk about this book right here, Stray Dogs #1, and my thoughts on it, on whether it's a book to pick up now, wait it out, or maybe send it in and wait 18 years to get it graded. One of the three options may work out for you. Hopefully you enjoy the video. And like always, roll that intro. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have an intro on this channel. Or do we? How epic is that? That was amazing, right? All right, one more time, I promise. Last time, I'm just so excited to have an intro. Roll that intro. Okay, last time, I promise. No more rolling of the intros. I just want to thank my good friend, call him my friend now, Mr. Adam Rosette, for making that intro for me. And also, if you haven't noticed, on all of my social medias, I have been able to change my profile pic to this adorable little dude. And that's going to be awesome to kind of have legitimate little profile pic, a great looking intro. Thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough. And I'll be getting stickers made, so that'll be fun to add some of my face stickers into your packages when I send them out. If you want to tune into a couple of my Whatnot auctions, they've been a blast. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. Great place to buy and sell books. All right, enough of me. Longest intro ever because I now have an intro. It's so exciting. Let's talk about Stray Dogs #1. So this is a fascinating thing that has taken place in the comic book world right now. This series, as you can tell, came out February 24th of 2021. So just over 4 months ago, barely 4 months, this book came out. And it was a book that I saw on the shelf when it came out. I flipped through it. Now, to give you a little backdrop, if you check out League of Comics, give you a little bit of a backdrop. I don't want to give too much away. It is a 5-issue miniseries. Issue 5 did just come out. So if you want to catch up on it, I know there's about 3 or 4 printings of issue #1. And more than likely, additional printings of issue 2, 3, and 4 probably to come. So keep a lookout for comic shops and for FOC so you don't miss out. I'm just going to read what the League of Comics says here. It says, Lady and the Tramp meet Silence of the Lambs. It's scary being the new dog. Sophie can't remember what happened. She doesn't know how she ended up in this house. She doesn't recognize any of the dogs. She knows something terrible happened, but she just can't recall. Wait, where is her lady and her owner? But this 5-issue series, like I said, just 5 issues, miniseries by Image, horror style, not for kids. Regardless of if you flip through it, the art is like super adorable. In fact, like it's like Lady and the Tramp, like Five Goes West. Like it is really spot on for the artwork being like that cute kidsy style. But there's a murder involved, so there's that. But the reason I want to talk about it is because according to Collector Comics, because this was on their trending like hot top 20 list for like 2 weeks in a row now, and also a raw book of this is around $75 to $90. I'll show you on here what they're going for. So in September of 2020, like pre-release of the book, that it was announced that Paramount purchased the rights for a dark animated adaptation of the series. Now, like, is that normally something like it'll take exactly from the story? Like, maybe not. Like, they want the idea and they like it and they may roll with it. And then therefore, like, there's a signing at CBCS, there's also a signing at CGC, so like people are picking up more copies. The series is extremely popular on League of Comics. It has a very high rating. I did read it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was just okay. But I mean, like, for just what it is, it's just a 5-issue series, which is something I have to factor that in there. Like, you know, beginning story, 5 climax, mid, issue 3, you kind of find out more information about it, what happens to the dogs in between, who doesn't make it, who does, what happens to the murderer of the series. It's an interesting take, all from the dog's perspective. So it is hard for me to imagine this having as much staying power right now until the series, becomes more of a thing. Right now, when the series did come out back in February, there were 3 covers and then a 1-in-25 ratio variant. So the 3 covers were, according to this key collector, you had cover A, which is that main one. You had cover B, which was the Silence of the Lambs variant, and then the cover C, which was just a blank variant. There was also a 1-in-25, which I haven't seen any of them yet. And then you also had your store exclusives, your second prints, and your third print that just came out. So the third print, it's just up the third print now, probably soon to be a 4th print. So second print, third print, and there were, I think, 3 or 4 of like store exclusive ones. I know there was a Poltergeist one, there was Silence of the Lamb ones, and I think there was one more that I couldn't locate. Back in March, Go Collect did a little cover of the series, so about a month and a half, almost a little bit, yeah, about a month and a half after it came out, talking about like Stray Dogs the concept, the cover potentials, and then like the potential spec back in March. So it was one of the things that were like, they did a little brief article about it. Go check it out if you want to read more about it. The reason I think the series has gained so much traction so recently is because of how nostalgic the covers have been. So you have like this epic cover of Scream. On the back of each cover, this is a little excerpt from someone very popular in the comic book world. You have the issue number 5 came out, Friday the 13th with like the Kyle Higgins. Like, so they're finding great ways to advertise their books with that horror theme, because everyone digs the horror theme. So that's something that has been consistent with all the issues. There's always been like this really cool horror swipe. Like my favorite one that I saw, there was the thing of the OG, the Thing. So good. That would be one I just pick up just kind of for the cover. So that's why I think they've also been so popular too. It's because of what they have done with these cover swipes in essence. So let's actually talk about the price of what these have been commanding over the past recent couple weeks, where cover A's are asking price anywhere between $85 up to $100. So it has gotten particularly pricey in the 4-month period due to, I think, the popularity, more hype around the potential series coming into an actual show or movie. And I couldn't find a print run. Which was very surprising. I thought I could find one. Comic-Con is still something I haven't figured out yet. That's very challenging. But being that there's actually 3 different covers, also a 1-in-25 ratio variant, and probably about 3 exclusive covers that were about 500 print run a piece. So I mean, there's probably not many of them out there, but I mean, it's a pretty decent print run. It's one of the things where like it got so hot so quick, and the prices are a commanding price right now. And I think it's one of the things where either you have it right now, you already have it, you picked it up for cover price, or maybe $10-15. Well, congrats to you, good job, way to get that before anyone else realized it. So that was awesome. Like, it just to understand like the flow and pattern, like nicely done. Otherwise, though, it's one of the things where like it's hard for me to go out there and spend like $85, $90 on. Now, the good part is that since they all came out in February, relatively brand new. Granted, it is a darker cover, so you think like 90s would be hard. You'd be mistaken. If you go over to the CGC census here, it shows of cover. This is just cover A that I looked up. Is that there are 39/8 and not a single other grade. So I would say that the print run, it's interesting, right? Like all 30 perfect 9/8, not a single 9/6, not a single 9/4, just a book that came out in February. So it's one of the things where the asking prices of these 9/8 compared to the raw book is triple. It's crazy, right? You're almost better off buying 3 raw books and then taking the chance on maybe 2 or 3 of them hit, or maybe 2 out of 3 hit the 9/8. Then you're just like up a bunch, right? You spend $300 on 3 raws, maybe 2 hit 9/8. Now they're worth like $600, and then maybe you break even on the other one, right? So you're still up. And so it's hard for me to imagine spending that much extra on a 9/8 right now due to how new they are, and due to that CGC census. There are nothing else but 9/8s out there, with probably a bunch more to be coming in once the signings hit and once CBCS does theirs. Be prepared to see a lot more on the market for people looking to take advantage of the opportunity to maybe sell and take good profit on this book. So it's one of those books where the series is technically announced, right? God Country, Sweet Tooth. Then the book stops, gets kind of slowed down for a while. Not many more people are talking about it. Then there's an opportunity to buy, and there'll be a dip. There will be a dip. There'll be a dip in like most anything comics where it gets like even Something is Killing Children #1 cover A's. There was a little bit of a dip for a moment, and if you caught it, you're good. Which is what I think is happening to this series. Like, look at this Silence of the Lamb one, $667. Like, I know it's crazy, and I know it's one of the things where like, well, Skeff, you don't have any. Granted, you are correct. I have none except for issue 2, issue 4, and the 2 issues that I showed you today. That's all I picked up. But it's hard, though, to imagine these are going to hold, not that they're not going to be worth nothing, but hold these prices like consistently. Like, there'll be, I think, a lull and an opportunity to pick up more books, especially with all the 39.8s on the CGC census and nothing else. Like, that shows a great sign. Like, they're high quality books, they're well printed, no defects in the run that I've heard about or anything. Some of the 9.8s, like this, only 500 printed, $1,000. Like, you could buy a Something to Kill Children #1 cover A 9.8 for $1,000. So, you know, it's all about how it's relative to you, right? And you're collecting and what you deem to be worthy or necessary. So some people that are watching this video that have no idea what Stray Dogs is, and that's totally okay. I'm here to just inform you what my thoughts and opinions are on this series, and I will probably be looking to pick up raw copies. I don't see myself spending that $300 to $400 or plus more on a 9.8 to cover A. If anything, I will look for, because I guarantee you, like, as more conventions show up, you'll see more raw copies at conventions. And I think there'll be deals to be had, especially for cover A, especially with like that Silence of the Lamb cover, ridiculous asking prices. The blanks are still really pricey. So I think it's a good series to kind of just sit on and wait a little bit. I mean, if you have one and you want to sell it now, go for it. Make your profit and move on. Congrats to you. Otherwise, if you're looking to get into the book now, and I would be interested. I'd be interested in maybe picking up a cover A, 1 or 2 here or there, just not a 9.8 for like $400 or $600 because of how new the book is, in my opinion. But it's just one of the things where it's got hot so quick, so fast. It's such a positive view in most people's light that have read it. There are 2 signings coming up, so it's like the perfect combination of like all the hotness rolled into one, and out pop Stray Dogs. So if I were you, I would go out, find a copy yourself, read it online, read it, find out if something that you like that you would want to purchase at these prices for. Like, if we just look back a month ago, 1 month, you see that this exclusive Blair Witch was $451 for a 9.8, while the Stray Dogs Silence of the Lamb $167 with a $21 raw price. And then there's another one that sold for $82, another $400. That's 500 print run one, very hard to come by. Look, $20 Silence of the Lamb, $20. Like, buying those about 2 months ago, like $80 for another, like a cover A. Like, these were out there. It just recently, absolutely insane of these prices. Like, here, June 22nd, $89 for a raw, and here it is, June 22nd. It was right there a couple weeks ago where it just kind of took off. And now you have those same books that were $167, $605 in less than a month. Like, talk about a swing. So it is pretty crazy. Just be careful, be cautious. If this is your first time kind of jumping onto a really hot series like this, take your time, do your homework, do your research. It is still a brand new book. You could still probably find copies out there. Granted, not for cover price anymore, but check out your FOC. I guarantee you, with how popular the series is, there'll be another 4th print, and then probably additional prints of 2, 3, 4, and 5. But it is crazy. Like, raw, they're still going for $80 to $100. Sold listings. Even issue 2 is $30. And so it's hard for me to like validate that, and then because I'm always comparing it to like the biggest hot indie book of the last year, which is Something is Killing Children, and then I kind of like do that comparative pricing to that. But then other people do the same thing, right? Other people then take my obsession with Something Killing Children and then like compare it with older books, and they're like, Skeff, you must be out your mind to be purchasing. I didn't buy anything for over. I'm like, I already had them, but the price point of what they are compared to like older books, you know what I mean? So everything's relative. It's all about what you collect, what you enjoy, what you want to obtain and to track and hunt down and things like that. At the end of the day, all that matters is what you want to pick up, but be smart about it. Don't just go out and just spend all willy-nilly and just kind of like pick up whatever. Like, be smart. Be Be aware of what the market is doing. Pay attention. Look at shops, look online, look on Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, YouTube, eBay. A lot more platforms to purchase books. And I still think with it being such a new book, you can find deals out there. I just don't think it's wise to be spending that $400 on a 9.8. Now, that's just my 2 cents on the topic itself. But like I said, overall though, for just a 5-issue series, the covers are really cool. The artwork is really cool. Like, the artwork does remind me of like the classic Disney animated series. The plot for the story, granted, it's 5 issues, so like it's very constrained. I almost wish it was like a 7 or 10, but you know, you always wish for more, but you take what you get. It's good. Are there questions and like weird things that happen? Yeah, sure, obviously. But overall, it's one of those books that I think could have potential. Like the acquisition of the story before it even like comes out shows that someone has great faith in this series. And it's a clever concept, right? You get some amazing actors to voice the dogs, you get some crazy dude to be the murderer, and then just like cool things can happen probably. Especially if it's like animated, that'd be pretty cool too, because then you throw in like the classic animation of what the artwork looks like in this book to like what it looks like on a show or a movie. It would be pretty cool. Like I said, guys, so just be careful out there, be smart. Like, a lot of these books are super pricey and they're all really new. I think out there you can find some like near mint condition copies out there that are still raw, which has potential to, you know, maybe get graded with whoever you want to grade, which I'm making a video about that. And also the new CGC acquisition via Blackstone, the investment company. So like, look out for 2 new videos from me this week. I'll be talking about like all the grading companies and also what CGC and the Blackstone takeover is going to mean to maybe the comic community going forward. At least my thoughts and opinions on it. But yeah, please keep an eye on the divorce. Also, if you'd be so kind, please Hulk smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. So excited. Hopefully we can get that goal maybe by the end of the month. That'd be amazing. And I really, guys, appreciate all the support. I apologize about the hiatus. Just life, right? It's hard to... Sometimes it's hard. But getting in front of this mic, getting in front of this camera, it just kind of takes me away from all of it. And I really do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun kind of just talking to you guys through this medium. I look forward to doing a lot more videos up and coming about more hot books, more kind of top 10 lists and top 20 lists. Not really me making one, but what my thoughts are on the books that are on the list and what they're going to do to the market kind of going forward. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below if you're going to pick up Stray Dogs. If you have it, are you selling it? Are you holding it? I just want to know your thoughts and opinions on the series as well, so we can have a great conversation. Also, please don't forget to check me out on Instagram and on the Whatnot app for more comic content. Should I roll that intro one more time because of how epic it is? No, I won't do that to you. I promise. I won't do that to you. But that's it for this ramble. Hope you enjoyed it. Skeff, out.